Hi, I thought I'd tell you about my TCD experience. I started the total cellular detox after Easter of last year because I just wanted to feel better. I took full-time care of my dad, and one of the things that he loved was ice cream. And he missed my mom so terribly. They had been married together almost 66 years when she died. And he was just grieving. And so my husband and I took him out for ice cream 3 times a week. But it was to help my dad. Well, you can imagine a year and a half of eating ice cream. We did taper down to a lot less than 3 times a week, but eating ice cream with my father and helping him to deal with the loss of his wife just kind of put me in not a real healthy space. And so last year, I decided that it was time to take care of me. And so I contacted Dr. Ellison. I knew that he had some sort of a program that helps you get your life in order, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Contacted him, and we talked about whether this would work for me, and I started right away. You do need to follow the instructions, but if you mess up, don't beat yourself up over it like I did, because it does work. I had quite a few expectations about what the TCD process would do for me. One of them was I truly wanted my 365-day-a-year allergies to go away, and I wanted to lose some weight. Off I went onto the supplements and the phone calls and the videos. I loved all of them. And I also loved the way that Dr. Ellison and his staff supported me in this journey that I took with my life. I keep saying things in the past, but I really am still on it. So anyway, each month I had new goals and new things to work on, as well as taking the supplements, changing my diet, and changing my mindset, changing myself. I worked through these, and the hardest thing about the food changes were rethinking how food works for me. Now, it was a little bit challenging trying to change my food with my husband. It's just my husband and I who are at home now. The kids are all grown, and I was concerned about forcing him to do what I needed to do. And so the two of us compromised on how we would take care of my food. I take care of my food in the morning, and at lunch and at dinner we eat together, but I have helped him to understand better eating now, which kind of is a win situation. It's worked well for us. As far as the very hardest thing was learning to eat vegetables for breakfast. Vegetables 3 times a day. I have learned to love them. I do have vegetables with my morning meal anymore. Now let's fast forward to I've completed all 3 of the phases and beginning to realize what cool things did occur through the TCD process. However, one of my main allergies did disappear, and that is my allergy to cats. I used to get hives around cats, and pretty funny, by accident, I discovered that the cat allergy is completely gone. I went to visit my son who has cats. In the past, I would take a Zyrtec before we even stepped near him because his cats would just make me sneeze and tear up and blow my nose. And we went to visit him, came home, and it was about a week later that I realized I hadn't had any occurrences. So yes, some allergies did go away. One of my fears when I started the TCD process was I had not been able to sleep well for at least 10 years and had been taking sleeping medication, something to make me sleep. And I stopped taking my sleeping pills the day I started the TCD supplements, and I have slept just about every night since. So that's been almost a year that I've been sleeping well with no sleeping medications. Another benefit that I realized by accident was in 40 plus years ago, I contracted Giardia. Giardia is a parasite that stayed with me forever. I've had to deal with how I eat food and where I can and can't eat because of this Giardia bug within my body. And I accidentally realized by eating some food that I hadn't been able to eat in the past that I no longer have the Giardia virus within my body. Now, I have not been tested to find out if that's true, but I know that for myself, I do not have any stomach issues with the same foods that I did before. So in my mind, that's a perk. I'm very excited about that. I highly recommend you taking the time to take care of yourself. This is what I did, and I just feel that it's been a wonderful experience. And one more thing, I did lose about 17 pounds. So that was a wonderful plus.